Oh man, that intro just makes me smile every time. I love it.
I love it.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, actually, everybody. Welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axle1324.
I'm Princess Zelda.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And welcome to a very special evaluating the Game Awards nominees episode. And you know, we're to spice it up a little bit. We're going to throw our own Game Awards in there. Yay. But first, let's check in with the Iconic chat. First in the chat is Kilo Milo. I love Kilo Milo. Thank you so much. Dreadpool's coming in. Big announcement, guys. Dreadpool is going to be on the episode next week.
Hey.
It is our second annual mukbang episode where we're just going to eat Thanksgiving leftovers with you guys and talk some video games.
Yay.
And let's see. Your Wicked Hot joins us. He says, hey guys, can't wait. It's going to be another great Friday night. Absolutely. You're Wicked Hot. You know it. Thank you so much. And he also wants to tell us that he's all right. Oh, we got some sad news here, Princess Zelda. Go ahead and read it.
Sorry, guys, but Tiny Giant just told me Princess Zelda is her favorite, and she's looking forward to the Thanksgiving mukbang show. We love you, Tiny Giant.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Hey.
Kilo Milo asks, is Scrub part of the mukbang? He is not. No, Scrub Nurse has not made it to any of our Friday episodes yet. Maybe he will this year. You know, we are in year number 2.
Cool.
So
yeah,
it would be awesome. Let's see, who else we got? We got Doggy Dog in the chat. We got Princess Zelda in the chat. But Tony Grosso joins us. He says, what's up, girls and guys? Such a gentleman, ladies first.
Right.
Hey, Tony Grosso, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. There we go. We got Titan Drago with us. Hey, Titan Drago, thank you so much for joining us. He says he's a beast. Titan, it doesn't count if you're on infinite mode. I could get to level 2000 on infinite mode. It only counts in the 30-minute mode. In case you guys don't know, we've been playing Vampire Survivors, and I got to like level 115 in 30 minutes, and Titan and Princess Zelda wanted to beat me, and I think Princess Zelda did beat me. But Titan is on infinite mode saying, oh, I'm over 200 and counting, and it's like, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. The 30-minute mode is the only one that counts. So yeah, but I do believe you are still a beast at, but what's that terrible game he plays?
Smite.
That's right. Smite. You're a master beast.
A master beast, yeah.
A master beast.
Master MF beast.
That's right. All right. That's awesome. And that's gonna do.
I like the space sound at the end.
Yeah.
You would have this in here, the space sound, right at the end?
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen, while I switch our songs choices here. There we go. Tony Grosso says he is pushing 60 hours into Vampire Survivors. It is incredibly addicting. Wow. All right, this music, Princess Zelda?
I like
now that we've
music.
gone live, is this music pretty loud?
No.
No, this
So it was the intro music.
Yeah.
intro music's loud, yeah.
Okay. Really? I had it down so much. It's crazy.
No, it's like, hey, Axel.
I wish you would. I would laugh. Guys, let me know how the audio is. I'm trying to figure out the right mix to this. So let me know. Let's see. Salute to all. Respect.
Hello.
Thank you so
Hey, what's
much.
up? Yeah, what's up?
Clone X3. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a clone or a clown, but hey, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Mr. Clown.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is the first time on the show. We appreciate you.
Another master in the show.
That's right. Another master in the chat.
It's exciting.
All right. The Game Awards are coming around, guys. Are you excited for the Game Awards, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Or the Keeleys, as we've known them. The Keeleys. That's right. So, history of the Game Awards, I believe Jeff Keighley did they used to be called the Video Game Awards back when they were on Spike TV. But Spike TV had a copyright on the Video Game Awards. So when Spike TV went out of business, it took like a 1 or 2 year hiatus. And now Jeff Keighley does it all himself, no network. And he just calls it the Game Awards. So, you know, kind of a little sad that they wouldn't release the Video Game Awards for him. But hey, shout out to Jeff Keighley for not letting it stop him.
All right.
And it has really become the video game showcase of the winter season. You know, E3 is the summer showcase, and now you have the winter showcase, which is the Keeleys. So, hey, it's all good for us. Spike TV is called the Paramount Network now. Hey, I used to love Spike TV, by the way.
Spike is Paramount now? I guess I didn't. I lost
I
that.
didn't either.
Yeah, I lost what that had turned into. Okay.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Fastback joins us. He says,
Hello.
"Que pasa, gamers? Thank you so much." Yeah, Aquila Milo says it. 1,000 Ways to Die. That was a great one. They also had the Ultimate Warrior or Ultimate. I think it was called the Ultimate Warrior, where they would pit like samurais against medieval knights and stuff. It was really cool. Super cool guy stuff.
With Spike
By the way,
TV
guys,
used
this
to be
music is super loud on my end, so let me know if it's too loud.
It sounds good. It sounds
No,
sounds
soft
just
and
right
lovely.
here. Was
Yeah, I'm
Spike
gonna take
TV
this-
TNN like a long time ago? The Nashville Network?
Oh, yeah,
wow.
the
Remember?
National Network.
Wow, I
Right.
forgot about that. TNN.
Am I right? Is that what that was? Like it?
I thought TNN was Ted Turner, because, you know, Ted Turner. No, I don't know.
No,
TNN,
no,
yeah.
the Nashville Network, because they, I remember they had the whole wrestling thing. They got Monday Night Raw from USA and all that stuff, and they changed their name a bunch of times. Yeah, I think Spike was one of the names they went to. 'Cause,
That's awesome.
I believe. I could be wrong.
We need to name it something cool. Like
That's right.
Spike. Yeah.
Spike. That's right. Guys love Spike.
Because at first they changed it from the Nashville Network to the National Network, and then their slogan was "We got pop."
How are you so knowledgeable on so many things?
Yeah.
I just remember that it had
That's
wrestling.
amazing.
I watched wrestling back then, so it was on that the ECW and stuff. So
Oh, wow.
the whole
I watch wrestling
wars
too,
and
but
stuff.
holy cow, I didn't care that much.
I remember that.
Doggy was all
Used
like,
to
I
be
gotta
good
get my
stuff.
Stone Cold in.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite wrestler of the Attitude Era? Let's go Attitude Era.
Man, I loved Rock, especially when he was the bad guy Rock, when he turned with the corporation and Vince McMahon. I love that. I love Vince McMahon. He was so awesome. I loved the ECW. The ECW was so cool. We went to so many events. Sit in front row. It's just hardcore. I could go on forever about that. That was just so fun. Favorite wrestler. Man, I was such a Hogan fan. Was Hogan. I love Flair.
Yes.
Then when Flair came to the WWF, I just started liking bad guys, and I was kind of a Flair guy then. You know what I'm saying? So
Ric Flair?
yeah.
Oh,
Man. Woo! I mean, they get any better than that, you know? So
That's right.
yeah. So yeah, wrestling was a big part of my youth.
Hello.
Shadai,
I
what's
love
up?
it. Eternal Shaddai says, "Good evening, everybody." Fastback says, "The Game Awards is not without criticism, but credit to Keeley for a well-produced show with big names and moments." Yeah.
Yeah, well said.
Splendiferous comes in. WWF, baby. I hated Ric Flair.
Same. He was so pretentious. It was, ugh.
I loved it. I loved it because he was so
I
like
loved it,
better
yeah.
than you. Better than
Ugh.
Yeah. It's just the way he cut a promo or however you want to call it, a shoot or whatever. He was so good. But so was Hogan. Yeah, Hogan was awesome too.
And Mako
Randy
Power Gaming comes in. Shout out to Mako Power. He says, "Randy Savage for life." And by the way, guys, in case you don't know, I will be narrating an episode of the Weekend Rental with Mako Power here soon.
Nice.
No, I will guest narrating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dig it.
My favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio, hands down. You know,
Oh,
they
yep,
represent the
yep,
Latino
yep.
race, and the fact that he won it all. You know, Eddie Guerrero was great, but I love Rey Mysterio because, you know, wearing a mask as a wrestler is a huge part of Mexican traditional wrestling. And so while Eddie Guerrero was fantastic, Rey Mysterio was just so great with that mask.
Mhm.
And he was so great, in my opinion. And he was a high flyer and the much faster area of wrestling. So I actually, better than WWF back then, I liked WCW because they had a lot of Latino wrestlers on there, which was the more fast-paced, high-flying style of wrestling.
Yeah, they did.
So if you know your classic wrestlers, everybody knows that every Latino's favorite wrestler of all time is El Santo.
Oh,
So,
okay.
If you don't know your history of El Santo, you should look him up. He was essentially undefeated through his whole career. I think he only lost like once or twice.
I like Glow. Did you guys watch Glow?
What is it?
Glow, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. That was on
Yeah.
No,
Spike.
I've never heard of that. I like
Was it
that.
on Spike? I don't remember what show it was on, but it was Glow, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. And I used to watch that where they rollerbladed around and then knocked each other out of the ring.
That's roller
Remember that?
derby.
Roller derby.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going off the rails.
Oh,
Pardon the pun.
That's right. Eddie Guerrero was the best.
Yeah.
My favorite trio is the Shield. New Day, all the way. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. I love the New Day. They're so great. Whoa, Axel, not Mil Máscaras? No, El Santo. El Santo. Mil Máscaras was great, but yeah. Dreadful remembers watching Glow. Does Death Dealer know you watch Glow? That's right. Glow in the 80s was great, and you're thinking of roller games. Roller games. Okay, there you go. Marco Power, so knowledgeable.
I know.
Love Glow. So sad they canceled it from Netflix.
See, Glow's a big thing.
That's right. Let's see. My favorite wrestler was Texas Tornado because I grew up liking the Von Erichs.
Carrie Von Erich.
Yeah, and my mom worked out at the same gym as
Championship
Texas
wrestling.
Tornado. She said he was always nice. Yeah, the Von Erich. So sad what happened to him.
Yeah, world
So
class
sad how he died.
championship wrestling. Yeah, that's some
Love Carrie Von Erich.
crazy
Von
stories.
Erich would have probably
from
been
that territory.
champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy stories from that territory. Tragic,
Mm-hmm.
and but they had a good run for some time. So
All right, but we are getting way off topic here.
Oh, yeah.
This is
I could-
not
man,
the
I could
Iconic
talk about
Wrestling
wrestling
channel.
for
This is
yeah.
the
I
Iconic
could,
Video Games
oh my
channel.
God.
Let's get to the video games, guys. So, our first category in our own award show is called Games We're Glad We Gave a Chance. So, these are games that we had no intention of playing this year. Oh, yeah, so rules. These have to be games we played this year.
Mhm.
They don't have to be games that came out this year. They're just
Okay, yeah. All right.
games, right, that we played this year. So, they could be any game from any console in any era that we played this year. So, the games we're glad we gave a chance. We're gonna start with Princess Zelda.
Hello. So I'm going to do a little segue here because I'm starting to learn my lesson. Like some of the best games I've ever played were games I never wanted to even mess with. Like, for example, I talk about Stardew Valley all the time, and Titan was like, you need to download it. I'm like, ugh. And like I watched it at like the preview again. He's like, we all need to play it, like Family Stardew Valley. I'm like, oh my gosh. And you guys know how much I love it. Well, that's kind of how this game is because I've been on a streak and I don't want to stop. So my oldest son has been talking for a year about Modern Warfare 2, and I couldn't think of anything less interesting to play. And so he got me to download it, and I just could not stop. And so then my family started kicking me because they wanted to do other stuff. So Titan's like, I'm going to go to Smite. You're on your own. So I reached out to the Twitter community, and I said, if anybody's patient because I'm not good, please add me at Mrs. Drago on Xbox. And I made 6 new friends that were really patient and fun because my family doesn't want to play as much as I do now. So yeah, it's just so fun. I can't believe how much I'm enjoying it. It's just so fun. And I keep getting better and better. And then, so first it'd be like no kills, then 5 kills. Then I got double-digit kills. And so like, it's exciting. Although the car map, those are garbage.
Which one?
Oh, the car map. Oh my gosh. Where the parked cars are on the highway and all you do like grenade, grenade, grenade. Yeah.
I see. All right. Splendifer says that I missed something here of him. I am scrolling and scrolling. Here we go. He said Ultimate Warrior was his favorite.
Oh yeah.
It was his favorite wrestler. All right. There you go. Sorry about that, Splendifer. Don't mean to ignore you. Don't leave us. Stay here. We love you. We swear. Shout out to Infinite who comes in. Thank you so much for joining us.
brother.
Infinite. We appreciate you, buddy.
Boom.
Even though you set up Retro Renegades wrong this week. At least that's what Jay said. Doggy, Modern Warfare 2, have you given it a chance this year?
I have not given this a chance, and if I did give it a chance, I wouldn't be playing the multiplayer like Princess Zelda was talking about there. I would play the campaign though. The campaign looks like it would be a lot of fun. So heard a lot of good things about it. So if anything, I would try that. Maybe when it goes on sale, I might pick it up. But man, there are so many things I got to play right now.
Right.
It's going to be another backlogger. But it's good choice. Great choice. For sure.
All right, awesome. I also have not given this game a chance this year, and I would only play the campaign and zombies. And I don't think it launched with
yeah.
zombies. Am I right on that? Something there's no
I haven't
zombies mode.
know. They just did the battle royale mode. I haven't gotten to play that yet, but no, I'm looking at the Ultimate Warrior thing. Do you guys remember those pillow pails?
The wrestling buddies. I still have. I have an Ultimate
Titan
Warrior
has,
one.
yes, Titan has an Ultimate Warrior too.
I have Warrior, Hogan, and I think do they have a Macho King one or something?
Yeah, they
I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them. They're upstairs. Yeah, they're upstairs.
Yeah.
We are not getting off this wrestling topic today. I don't care how hard you try.
No, I'll tell you about some of the ECW shows we went to that were crazy. You guys would have spent a couple hours. I'm telling you. Woo! That stuff was fun. Man.
Let's $35
for a front row
get out of the squared circle and get back into our game circle.
Yeah.
Games.
That's right. Doggy. And I guess the map is called Destruct City.
Oh, it's awful. I don't know what it's called, but as soon as I see those cars, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna die. My team's gonna hate me.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. You give it a whirl because I'm telling you, man, I haven't really played much multiplayer COD since like the 360 era and stuff when I was getting tore up then. So I do better.
Yeah, I can't make my family play Fortnite all the time, so I was like, it's fine, I'll download your game, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's awesome.
It's so fun.
That's awesome to hear.
Fine, I will.
I can't right now.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, kids. Mom's busy.
I need more space.
All right, Doggy, what was the game you were glad you gave a chance to?
A game that I'm glad I gave a chance to was a game that I saw Jago Kukin talking about on Twitter. And he's like, man, if you love Doom back in the day, then play this one. It's called Proteus. And yeah, it's I don't know if it's still in game preview, but when I was playing it still said game preview. I saw it on Game Pass, right? And still Game Pass for sure, whether it's game preview or not. But this is like you can see it's got the 90s style, pixelated kind of graphics like the old Dooms. Yeah, it's a little bit better, a little bit better overlay on it. This is just a gory action fest that doesn't stop, man. The action just keeps coming around every turn. Enemies are coming around. There's tons of awesome guns, just like in Doom. You got the shotgun, plasma rifle, dual machine guns, just whatever's in there. Rocket launcher, an old favorite. Stories, I mean, you're not going to get much story out of it. You're just kind of a corrupted soldier trying to get out of the alien hellscape, if you will. But yeah, what you get here is fast gameplay, tons of enemies, great gunplay. This gunplay in here is just excellent. I'm telling you, if you like these kind of games, first-person shooters. The environments, they don't take forever to get through, but there's tons to explore if you want to go off the beaten path a little bit. But you're gonna want to go off the path a little bit because you need to find ruins and secrets to unlock new weapons and stuff like that. I can't remember the double shotgun. I think was one you had to unlock, and I can't remember. And then you could unlock double jump and stuff like that. It has a Mario World style overworld map. It's really cool. So you can pick different levels and go back to them. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought that was a cool little feature for it. And then you can find little areas in there and do little trials with different weapons and stuff. Worst part about this game, I'd say, is the map. You press select or whatever select is on Xbox. You bring up this map and it's just completely worthless, right? But what I figured out to do in this game was just keep going where there was enemies, right? If you find more enemies, you're heading in the right direction. And I got through the whole game. I got through the whole game. So yeah,
we didn't even need a co-op partner.
Yeah, with the ducky. I don't think it might have co-op come in, but I don't think it was ready yet. I've heard it's supposed to have up to 4-player. But yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. It's not really too difficult a game. I wouldn't say it's if you're looking for like a hardcore experience like this. You could probably put it on the hardest level and it'd probably tear you up pretty good. I know it would tear me up. And I was going to also say, when I was looking at my stats earlier, I saw Tony Grosso had played this like forever, so I know he'd agree. This game is really cool. Try this out if you haven't played it. If you like first-person shooters, especially a boom shooter like this, you're really gonna like this, man. It's really addictive, man. And I'm telling you,
nice.
You really like it. And glad
awesome.
I played it. Glad I played it. One of my favorite games I played this year.
Awesome, Princess Zelda.
Yeah.
Have you given this game a chance, or are you going to give it a chance?
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I haven't heard of this yet. But no, I will not be playing this game. Good. Good pick, Doggy, but just I don't know.
Yeah, I see it. And then based on time, I'm probably not gonna give this game a chance, but it looks awesome.
See, we might
But
regret it, though.
I might
That's the
regret
whole point
it, yeah.
of this topic.
It doesn't. It doesn't take too long to get through the campaign. I mean, like probably about 15 hours or something. So I mean,
15 hours? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I mean, that's
This
not
is the
really
guy
that
that spends
long.
100
I mean,
hours
like,
playing one
right,
game.
that's, what I'm saying. That's not that long. Yeah, even
Right.
even by my standards, that wouldn't be that long. So no,
Let's check in with the chat. Noof Nukem joins us. He says, boom, boom, kaboom.
Boom.
Thank you so much for joining
Boom.
us. Noof, we appreciate you.
Yes.
The Vikings has already won Game of the Year. All right. I haven't heard of that game.
What was that?
The Vikings?
The Vikings. Oh, I'll tell you what. I know what he means. That game last week on Sunday against the Bills, Vikings-Bills.
Oh.
What a game! I'm telling you that was so great.
He's talking
I
football.
could not believe that. I could not believe how that all went down. They're on the end zone. Oh man, what a game! Woo! Then it went to overtime. Oh gosh.
All right. Whoops, wrong screen. Here we go. Let's see. Tony Grosso says it's had a preview. From what I heard, it's an awesome game.
Yes.
John 907I joins us. Thank you so much for joining us, John 907I. We appreciate you.
Yay.
General Spartan joins us. Thank you so much for joining us, General Spartan. We appreciate you. He says, I've had Proteus downloaded for a while. I just have to find the time to get to that game.
It's good.
Dog, you definitely should.
Yep. Try her out.
Let's say Noof Nukem says Proteus is very cool. He says he loves the graphic style, new but retro.
Right. Yep.
And as you said, Doggy Dog, Tony Grosso has played the game. He says Proteus is one of my personal games of the year.
Yeah, he had a lot of hours in there. Like it was almost 2 days or something. I mean, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Wow,
one day, 19
days,
hours
dang.
or something. It might have been more, but yeah, it was a ton. Yeah. It's like he's enjoyed it.
Let's see. This looks very interesting. Is there an old school multiplayer as well?
They must have added more stuff to it because, like I said, when I played, it was in game preview, and there was multiplayer stuff, but I didn't ever check out to see what was there. So that'd be cool if there was, because it plays so good. It'd be fun to play multiplayer.
There you go. Noof Nukem says I avoid most games. I know what I like, and I'm rarely surprised. Well, there you go. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Deathloop was not planning to play, but glad I did. Oh, so that's one of his games of the year. Let's see what else we got. A game I thought I wouldn't like is Persona 5, and he was wrong about it. He likes Persona 5. Awesome games from the chat.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
So the game I'm glad I gave a chance is gonna be the game we talked about kind of already earlier, and that is Vampire Survivors. This game is lucky that it came to Game Pass. Otherwise, I would not have played it because it's a roguelike. I don't like roguelikes traditionally. I think roguelikes are just not fun because they're based on RNG and you can't control anything. But this one gives you a lot of choices with its RNG to make each run fun and better. And the fact that it's a simple control is great because you can just get into it. So I love it with right here. You can play it with one hand. Exactly. So that's another reason why it's awesome. And it is a good game. Now, when people say that, oh, there's no other game like this, no, that's not true. I've played hundreds of games like this, which is why I typically don't like them. But I am really glad I played this one because it is awesome. It is one of the better ones I've played. So kudos to Vampire Survivors. And level 115 in 30 minutes so far is my record. So we'll see what happens from there. Princess Zelda, is this a game you were never going to play?
I had, again, no interest whatsoever. I gave it maybe a half a glance and kept scrolling and rolled my eyes. It looked abysmal. And then I was encouraged by none other than Doggy Dog 420. And then I came home and Titan was playing it. He had me watch. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll play it. And I was up until 4 a.m. one day, and I had to get up at 5:30 to teach. And then I was up at like 3 a.m. the next day. And thus the children in the United States are suffering. I can't stop. As a matter of fact, yesterday when we were like having the meeting, I'm like, can we please end the meeting so I can go play?
It's so funny because yesterday we were having the meeting and I was literally playing this game while we were in the meeting.
I know. And then that made me want to play more. Yeah.
It was fun. Doggy, were you going to give this game a try or was this always on your radar?
No, I'd probably just looking at that. Like there's what the tile looks like for the game, right? When you pass by it, right? So no, yeah. I would have looked right past it, just not even thinking. But I saw a tweet from Larry Herb saying one of the best games of the year, Vampire Survivors, is on Game Pass or joining Game Pass or something like that. And then I saw somebody else mention it or something like that. I'm like, nah, what the heck? I'll try it out. And then I saw it was like only a $5 game to begin with, right? And I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is going to be a simple experience, okay? And then, man, I started playing this. I couldn't stop. And the first day I started playing it, I decided I wanted to use the thumb or the D-pad instead of the joystick. I just wanted to use the D-pad, and I was moving around that so much that it made my thumb like it hurt so bad. Just where I don't know, like starting to make it callous or something. But man, I just played it forever. I could not stop playing it. Put on a pot of coffee and start playing this game, man, and you will not stop, man. I don't even think you need the coffee, man. You don't need anything. You just start playing this. Make sure you got some, extra batteries maybe in your controller. Yeah, this one's really fun. Yeah, obviously a lot of people are enjoying it. Maybe a little too much, and that's good. That's good. But yeah, this I'll be playing this one for quite some time because it's very addictive, man. I like it. I have a lot of stuff to unlock. So yeah, and that's the other thing. You'll be playing it, and you're like this close to getting and have enough gold to unlock something else. And you're like, I did pretty good that time. Now I unlocked this. I got to go try this again. So you stay up and you do another run. And Princess Zelda, she probably knows the feeling. You just can't stop. Yeah, just one more run, they say.
That's right.
Tennis elbow and gamer thumb.
Yeah.
Gamer thumb. Oh my gosh. All right, let's check in with the chat here. Splendifer says, wait, I got to refresh to get live. I know Axel is going to say bug snacks. Noob Nukem thought he was going to like Biomutant and thought I'd like Biomutant. Yeah, and he was wrong. Hey, it happens sometimes. You're let down. It's a real thing in gaming. You get let down sometimes. Let's see. Nukem says that he tries to stay away from Assassin's Creed type games. They're too long. I'm gonna guess he means the modern Assassin's Creed because the older school Assassin's Creed I think would be good. Zero interest in Vampire Survivors. Plus, I don't have Game Pass. This game ruined my controller.
Oh yeah.
Started to get drift stick after it. Whoa, you gotta calm down, dude. You're not gonna run any faster.
Getting full too.
Kilo Milo says, let's see. Gotta teach him how to play Zelda. I'm gonna.
I have been. Don't you worry, I have been. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. That would make a good subject for a class, on a rough night, playing up too late. We're just gonna talk about Vampire Survivors.
That's right. HTK360 joins us. Shout out to HTK. Howdy. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay. We appreciate you. Alrighty then, and with all of that being said, Doggy, do you know what time it is?
Yes, I do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The iconic video game podcast proudly brings to you intermission time with the lovely Princess Zelda.
Woo! Round of applause, everybody! Round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we're talking about game awards that we've created. But for this afternoon, we want to know which games are you actually voting for at the Video Game Awards. Are you ready for your first topic?
No, I am
not. I'll say it slower. Are you ready for your first topic?
Definitely not. And my mouse is acting like really not good right now. So I have to quadruple click on everything.
Milo wants to know, can an indie game win again? What do you think, Doug?
That was surprising. All right, I'm ready.
All right, our first question. What do you think is the best debut indie? Is it A, Stray, B, Tunic, or C, Vampire Survivors? And go.
Doggy. Favorite debut indie.
Well, I haven't played Stray. Looks like people are really liking it, but I haven't played it, so I can't speak for it. So it's got to be the great Vampire Survivors. How could it not be that?
We just finished spending an hour on it. How can it not be? That's right. Oswald joins us. Oswald, thank you so much. It's okay to be late as long as you're here. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Kilo Milo, can an indie game win again? I don't think the indie game nominated will win. Just putting it out there.
Probably not against this crowd, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my favorite debut indie, I also have not played Stray, but I did play Tunic and I did play Vampire Survivors. And I gotta tell you, Vampire Survivors is the superior game. From a gameplay standpoint. As we know, gameplay is king. So for me, it is Vampire Survivors because it has the better gameplay, in my opinion. Let's see. Kilo Milo says, I gotta say Tunic. I like foxes more than cats. All right. Hey, we all gotta make up our minds somehow. And if that's the criteria, that's the criteria. All right. Let's give the chat a little bit.
I didn't like Tunic. That one was not.
I know. I was so excited for it too.
I love it.
I did too.
I wanted to. Yeah. I mean, that seemed like that. It seemed like they waited on that thing for like 2 years or something to come out. They announced that at some E3 or something. One man, and it looked all Zelda style. Man, that's gonna be my kind of game right there. And it was just not. It was not my kind of game.
No.
I was totally wrong about that one.
Same.
That's right. All right, I think that's enough time for that question. Let me go ahead and end it here. End the poll. And take it away, Princess Zelda.
All right, let's see what the chat said. The chat says 54% with Vampire Survivors, 27% went with Tunic, and 18% went with Stray.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So, I heard things about Stray's story, that it's supposed to be pretty good. I don't know, but from what I understand, some people have a problem with the gameplay. But as I said, I haven't played it, so yeah. And we're ready.
All right, your next. I was reading Oswald Lovers, and I feel like I need to leave the game right now. It says Princess Zelda, Bendy, and the Dark Revival came out a few days ago. How did I not know this? So you guys have a great night.
Oh no, we're losing to Bendy.
Huh? I didn't see that in the store, huh?
I haven't. Yeah, I have not heard anything about this. All right, next question. I'm sorry.
Let's see. All this Vampire Survivor talk, we'll have to give it a try from Fastback. Michael Poward says Stray is great, and I even had students write papers on it. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay.
it has to be pretty good for being
It's
nominated.
just a game to chill with.
Yeah.
I have played Tunic. It's a challenge.
Right. Yeah. Just even understanding the language they try and talk.
True.
Bendy and the Dark Revival is a PC only exclusive.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Our next question is, what is the biggest Game of the Year snub? Is it A, Disney Dreamlight Valley, B, Warhammer, or C, Sonic Frontiers? And go.
All right, so a special note to this question. These are three of the things that we believe were snubbed for Game of the Year. So Princess Zelda, why
Oh my gosh.
was Dreamlight Valley snubbed?
I don't know. Why is Titan always snubbed for People Magazine Man of the Year? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. All right, Doggy, why do you think that Sonic Frontiers was snubbed?
Because it's Sonic, baby. I mean, he deserves a Game of the Year after all this long career. He got snubbed. And, you know, it's a great game. It has a little problem with pop-in. It might be a little copyish to the Breath of the Wild, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty fun. I'm really enjoying, you know, what I've played so far.
All right, fantastic, Doggy. And now me, Warhammer. You know me, I love strategy games. Warhammer is a 5X strategy game, so I really enjoy it. It's really challenging. It's got a much better way of telling the story than other Warhammer games, so that was really fun. It made me want to play more battles with my friends. So yeah, I do believe that Warhammer, and it got really good scores. I do feel that it was 100% snub from Game of the Year. By the way, guys, let us know in the chat which game you think was snubbed from Game of the Year. This is a really hard choice for me, by the way, guys, because my Game of the Year made the list, so I don't feel that my game was snubbed. All right. let's see. Let's see where the chat ended up. Princess Zelda, where did they end up?
All right. Oh, 87% felt Doggy Dog's pain with Sonic Frontiers. 12%
nice.
agreed that Disney should be on top, and nobody went with Warhammer.
I stand on there. I am dying on this hill. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Michael Power says, poor Sonic, he's finally gotten a good 3D game, but still isn't getting any respect. I know, right?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's got a few issues or whatever, but it really is fun. They did a great job. And if this is the basis that they're... If this is like, if they can make a sequel to this, then they've got a real good foundation with this game. I mean, there's a lot to like here in that game.
There you go. And Michael Power feels that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection was snubbed.
Right. Hey, I'll go with you on that.
Oswald Lover says India the Dark Revival was snubbed.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's right. All right.
It wasn't even promoted.
Yeah, I think that missed the cutoff date, maybe. So maybe next year on the Bendy.
Hey, Gone Mad joins us. Thank you so much for joining us. Gone Mad, we appreciate you.
Hello.
And that's going to do it for our intermission time. Again, give me a minute while I add the music back into the stream. The only way I know how to do it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
No, good.
Let's see. What was our next topic here? Games that lived up to the hype. Who wants to explain this one while I get ready?
Take it away, Dougie.
All right. These, I guess you could describe this as games that we've probably waited on for a little while. We've, heard about them, and, we thought, man, this game could be great. This game could be everything that we've ever wanted. This could be the best game we've ever played. Maybe not quite that, but, in a year of not having too many great games to play, this one came forth, stood out as one of the great ones that we've been waiting for a little while.
There you go. All right. So, Princess Zelda, what is the game that lived up to the hype in your eyes?
So we were all excited about Fall Guys. We would actually, while eating meals, watch other people stream it when it was on PC. So we had spent a lot of time eagerly waiting for it to make its arrival on console. And then when it finally did, we just had so much fun with this. So this was just as fun as it looked on TV. It's just, I don't know, the characters are fun and whimsical. The maps keep changing and they're challenging, so it's not too simple. But you could play together with each other, against each other, and it's just fun. It's just mindless fun. So I loved it. It looks just as fun as it actually is.
Nice. Doggy, Fall Guys. Were you excited for it? And did it live up to your expectations?
I can't say I was excited for it. Wasn't this on PlayStation first or something like that? Or something like that?
It was on PC first, then PlayStation.
PC, I mean, it was kind of a big deal or something. So I'd heard about it, but I haven't ever got around to trying it. And yeah, it looks like another one of those fun kind of games. I don't know if it's kind of the same kind of style as Gang Beast or something like that or something. But it looks.
It's not that okay. Ultimate Knockout.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it could definitely be fun if you start playing this. It'd be fun, but it's not something I've tried yet. But great pick, Princess.
So I love the idea of Fall Guys. When it came to console and it went to PlayStation first. Not on any exclusivity deal, I don't believe. It was just developer priority, I believe it was. I was a little sad because I did want to try this. And then when I finally got around to trying it, man, it was a good time. Because it is like a obstacle course race battle royale. And it is such an innovative idea, so fun, so easy. And that first crown you get is so great. And I also love that they put you based on how many crowns you won. So if you're in the 0 to no crowns or 0 to 2 crowns, you get put with everybody who's won 0 or 2 crowns. Once you get to 2 crowns, you get put from 2 crowns to 5 crowns, all this stuff. So I love that they put you based on how many crowns you won, not how much you played the game, which makes it all that much more fun for me. Because, man, some of those guys have won 300 crowns, and I'm like, yeah, that's not me. So yeah, I really enjoyed Fall Guys. I think it did live up to the hype, especially because all the streamers were playing it. So I would watch. Tim the Tatman playing Fall Guys was the greatest epic I've ever seen. That he played something like 500 games before he won a crown, and people were purposely sabotaging his game. It was so funny because Tim the Tatman throws like he has rages on stream, and it was just so funny. And then Fall Guys, the official Fall Guys account on Twitter was trolling him too. They're like, "Oh, have you heard of Tim the Tatman?" Talking to the crowd, and it's like, "Oh, I've never heard of her," because he never won. It was just so funny. It was great. It was a great choice, Princess Zelda. I love that game. Let's move to hold on. Let's see the chat. Fall Guys is great, according to Fastback and Kilo Milo says I've seen some streamers play it. You should definitely try it. Mm-hmm. You might be surprised how much it's enjoyable, even if you don't play with anybody. Because that's the way I played. I don't need nobody. All they're gonna do is try to grief me. All right, Doggy, what was your game that lived up to the hype?
There was a few this year that were cool that lived up to the wait, including the Sonic. Waited. I don't know if I waited as long as this one though for Shredder's Revenge. I don't know how long ago this got announced, but man, I have been wanting this since I heard about it. I know it's been at least a year over, But anyway,
I've known about it for about 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say but man, I mean, I loved the old arcade game, playing in the arcade, playing it on the Nintendo, playing it playing the one on the Super Nintendo, Turtles in Time, the Turtles in Time arcade, the Hyperstone Heist, those side scroller ones, man, I love those. So when I hear that this game's coming back with the style of the old arcades, I say, and man, this did not disappoint. It comes with 6 characters right off the start. You can get Casey later, but man, I just love all the different styles. Each character has different styles, different play styles. I love leveling them up. You can level them up to level 10 each one, and they all get the gets them up. You get the extra special moves and the extra power and stuff. This game, it still pays homage to the button mashing of old, but it gets you new combos and skill. It adds to it. You know what I'm saying? It adds some depth to the gameplay. With still giving lots of nods to the old school games, like when it's playing, or like the map. The map kind of was like the old Turtles game on Nintendo. Then throwing the characters towards the screen. It's just there's different different nods. Played this game a ton solo. Played it a ton with friends. The 6 players at a time is awesome. We even played it on Retro Renegades live. We streamed it live, and 6 of us were playing it once. That was so fun. I don't know. Oh yeah, and one other thing, without a doubt, I know I listen to Mitchell music a lot of games, but this is without a doubt the best soundtrack of the year, hands down.
All right,
side award.
Award.
But yeah, this game's great. I'd tell you if you haven't tried to play it, but I think everybody's had to play this because this game is great, man. Loved it, and it lived up to the hype for sure. Had to wait a while for it, but thank you for bringing this to us. Another Dotemu game, right?
Dotemu, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are masters at this. You guys are keep them coming. Yes, Turtles.
Princess Zelda, Turtles in Time. Oh, sorry, Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Did you play it?
I did get a chance to play it. I'm sad because it came out right when we were moving, and so I started to play it and then I stopped. And I kind of haven't gone back, even though I had a lot of fun on it. So many other, it's a great time for game because there's so many awesome options. But it's another one, as soon as I pick it up, I'll be happy that I got back on because it's a great choice, Doggy. Awesome game.
There you go. So I was one of the 6 people that Doggy played with, and we finished this game together from beginning to end. I think over 2 or 3 nights. And that was mostly because I was sleepy. So it's not an overly long game. It's only about 3 hours long, if that. About 2 to 3 hours long. But man, the level varieties are great. The moves are great. The fact that you can level your turtle and get more moves, more specials. The fact that April O'Neil is OP for whatever reason is awesome. Right. If you want to do a lot of combos, you got to get April. April is the easiest character to combo, in my opinion. So I really liked it. I love the homage, especially the boss fights. How some of them even copied the exact formula that Turtles in Time did,
Ooh,
where
yeah,
you got to
nice.
throw some of the foot soldiers to the shredder to get him to go. So yeah, it was a fantastic choice. Music was great. Gameplay was tight, and for those of us that grew up with the 90s Turtles, the 80s and 90s Turtles, this was a super treat for us.
It was
And
a
we're just
treat.
glad that they did it right.
That was well said. Well, that was a treat. It is a treat. It just so much paying homage and yeah, a treat.
So there you go. Let's check in with the chat. Hold on a second, guys. They said they were trying to get it made for the past 7 years. So yeah, it's been a minute. I did not know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was 7 years. Yeah, I knew it'd been a minute, like you said.
We're gonna play this game, babe. You got it.
Oh, you guys will love playing that together. You guys,
Yeah. Look at this. The Titan Doggo is now calling you babe, doggy. You gotta play this game.
Oh yeah, we can play Titan. Yeah, I guess yeah. I guess we
Let's see,
never played
game
it
over.
together, so.
Can I join?
Yeah, sure, Princess
Thank
Zelda. It'd
you.
be fun if you join. Even you.
I want to be Casey Jones. You have to finish the game once to unlock Casey. So you can't be Casey right away.
Exactly. Yeah. Casey's not there. He's the 7th guy. Yep.
That's right. Let's see, Titan Drago. She says she'll be April. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, she's OP for whatever reason. She is OP. I think she is. She has the best air combos. She has the best juggling abilities.
Right. She is awesome. Yeah.
And you'll love it. And pizza time.
Pizza time.
That's right. And Princess Zelda spelled my game so wrong.
What?
I had to retype it. There we go. All right. So my game that I'm glad that lived up to the hype is a game that came out a few years ago. And I've of course got a quest this last Christmas for my beautiful wife, my baby B. And she gave it to me. And one of the first games I bought was Half-Life Alyx. And then I found out I can't play Half-Life Alyx because the connected PC isn't fast enough because I'm so far away from the main router. So if you're going to do that, you have to be close to the main router. And then, so I move my computer over to where the main router is. The battery explodes while I'm setting it up. So then I got to order a new battery for my laptop. It gets here. And then I find out that I got to order a special cable to get the data stream to go fast enough. So it's this cable right here. This is my VR cable. And so it was like this giant struggle for me to get to play this game. And that game is none other than Half-Life Alyx. This is hands down the best VR game ever made. It's not just hands down the best VR game ever made. It sits up there among the Half-Life greats. There's a reason why PC gamers want Half-Life 3, Episode 3 to come out, because the story, the world, the characters are just so fantastic. And seeing all this in VR, huge, is fantastic. The puzzles are great. The story's engaging, and no spoilers here, but it directly connects to the ending of Half-Life Episode 2. I'm just going to say that. And yes, Alyx is present in Half-Life Episode 2. So if you played Half-Life Episode 2, you will know that that Alyx is in there. So this is how she became who she is. And the weapon upgrades are fantastic. The fact that you gotta, it's a Valve game, so if you want to find power-ups, you gotta do perspective style looking around for the resin to upgrade your weapon. It's just it's just fabulous. I don't know what else to say. You have to try it if you have a VR headset with PC. It is on Steam. It's probably going to be on sale here for the winter Steam sale. You can probably get it pretty affordable. But yeah, it is a great game. A lot of people have been saying that they want people to mod this to work on 2D monitors, but after playing it, a 2D monitor will not do this game justice. It just won't. It has to be done in VR. Now, Princess Zelda, have you ever been hyped about VR and Half-Life Alyx?
No, I can't say that I have. I haven't heard of it until just now, as you can tell by my spelling of the name. But no, it looks spacey. Is it spacey?
It has aliens, alien monsters.
Okay. I see. It's all coming together. Okay.
That's right, alien monsters. So fun. Doggy, Half-Life Alex, have you been interested in this game at all?
I have no VR equipment, but if I did, this would definitely be the one to play. I've heard you blush over this game many a times, and man, it really, if there was a reason to get a VR, I think this would probably be the title, right?
Yeah, this is the title.
Yeah, you said so many great things about it. Yeah, this would definitely be the one. It looks great too, you know. So, looks like more than an experience that a lot of them are. So,
yeah, no, this is a full fledged 20-hour campaign game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is not a game you're gonna finish in one sitting.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how long can you play a VR game, hardcore style like that, and before you have to take the set off, you know?
Yeah. So about that. So when I first started playing Half-Life Alex, I had not put on my VR headset in about 2 months.
Mhm.
So I lost my VR legs. So I did get nauseous, sick, ready to vomit nauseous after about 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then I took a day off and then I put it back on. And eventually I got my VR legs back where I could go about 6 hours before I started feeling any sort of motion sickness. And then I finished the game. So there's no more of that. But yeah, I can stay in the VR headset for about 4 to 6 hours now.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
at first, when you first get in there, it's 30, 40 minutes, and it just grows after that. But if you're not careful, you will get nauseous, throw up nauseous.
Oh.
So definitely be careful. With
Careful
VR.
out there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's one of those things you got to wean yourself into it.
Wow.
Let's check in with the chat real quick.
Mhm.
Fastback says, Ty, she says she will play in April.
Right,
That's
there you
right.
go.
And making babies in January.
Busy year.
You got such a schedule, Princess Zelda.
Well, let me check that calendar.
Let's see. 4GQTV says, hey, Talent Clouds, thank you so much for coming in. We
Wow,
appreciate you.
what is up?
Titan says she'll be on Hogwarts in April.
True.
That's right. That's right. Ravenclaw all the way, right, Princess Zelda?
Huh?
Hufflepuff?
What?
Graphic God says, evening, fam.
Evening,
Thank you so much
Graphic
for joining us,
God.
Graphic God. We appreciate you. And with all of that being said, Dougie, can you tell us what time it is?
Oh yeah, it's time once again for intermission time with the talented Princess Zelda.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we're trying to learn what games do you think should win at the awards? Are you ready for your next question?
I am ready.
All right. Which is the best role-playing nominee? Is it Elden Ring, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or Pokemon Legends? And go.
All right, Doggy, which one of these three is the RPG of the year?
Okay, I have not played any of them. Probably won't play any of them, but it's got to be Elden Ring. I mean that's let's take the game of the year period. Even though I'm-
Actually,
yeah.
Doggy thinks Elden Ring will win. I think this is a no-brainer from me. Elden Ring ate up 4 months of my life this year for a very good reason, and the fact that it is phenomenal game. I still have it installed on my hard drive. I am probably not going to uninstall it because I just randomly go in there every now and again and just go to the lands between and kill some bosses. There's over 130 bosses and I want to kill them all. And it is a fantastic RPG. Princess Zelda, who do you got?
I have only played Elden Ring, and I didn't play it very long, truth be told. However, it's a beautiful game, and it definitely deserves the award from what I've seen.
There you go. Elden Ring all the way, baby. That's right. If you can't tell, I got my Elden Ring poster over here. So yeah. Split Differ says no brainer. Mako Power says there's no way Elden Ring doesn't take it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to sit there and think Xenoblade or Elden Ring, Xenoblade or Elden Ring, because they're both fantastic. And I don't play Pokemon games. I'm sorry, guys. I know they're very popular. I'm just not into Poke Training. Okay. But yeah, I was like, that felt so great. But I got to give it to Elden Ring, like just because I was so enthralled. I would come home and that's all I'd want to do. I didn't even want to eat. I wanted to play Elden Ring.
Nice.
And Kilomilo says no contest. Wow. There you go. So the chat. Let's go ahead and end that poll there. Princess Zelda, how did the chat?
The chat said 100% said Elden Ring.
There you go. 100% Elden Ring fans. That's right. All of you Elden Lords and Elden Queens. I don't know. I guess what would if men are lords, what are queens?
Ladies.
Or what are ladies, Princess Zelda?
Lords and ladies, aren't they?
Lourdes?
Well, I mean, if you're like the queen, like a king has a queen.
Yeah, a lord
what
has
is
a lady.
Lord's wife called?
A dame?
Lord,
a lady?
Lourdes?
I thought it was
Lourdes?
a lady.
Lourdes?
Dame. I call them
Duke
broads,
and Duchess.
but- I'm kidding.
Nice.
I'm kidding. All right, hold on. I'm gonna remove some of this because it's a little too long. But I am ready, Princess Zelda.
All right, our next question is, what is your most anticipated game? Is it A, Starfield, B, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, or C, Hogwarts? And go.
All right, but before we get started, let's check in with Dragonheart. Yobi, thank you so much for joining us, Dragonheart. We appreciate you. He says Pokemon has not been great since Pokemon Black and White 1 and 2, the last great Pokemon game. There you go. Michael Power says the proper lady is broad, or the proper title is broad. No, I'm kidding. He
You
says
were
the
right.
proper title is lady. Yobi, all right. And Yobi Heart's most anticipated game is Mass Effect 4.
Nice.
All right, but we're talking about games that are coming out next year, Yobi.
Mm-mm.
We all know Mass Effect 4 ain't coming next year. No way. No way. If it does, it's a surprise to me. I just have no faith in EA launching that game next year. But let's get back to it. Doggy, out of our 3 games, which one do you anticipate the most?
I'm gonna have to go with Starfield. I mean, the Zelda be cool, but I didn't even finish the one before that, so the Starfield, yeah, I'm looking forward to that the most. Hopefully that's something that draws me in. It's still up in the air as to what it is, but I'm looking forward to that the most.
Fantastic choice. For me, this is between Starfield and Zelda. You know, Starfield has been made by God Howard. Yeah, I said that name right. God Howard. Okay. And it's the newest IP from him, and every IP he's worked on has just won Game of the Year after Game of the Year after Game of the Year awards. I think he won Game of the Year 4 game titles in a row that he produced or directed. If he released it like for 4 game titles in a row, he won. So the accolade is there. Starfield looks fantastic, and as you know, Princess Zelda, I love space. So, yeah. But I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I own every Legend of Zelda game there is to own, except for the Philips CDI ones. Screw those games; those aren't real. And they're super expensive. I'm not buying them. And I have like a Legend of Zelda shrine in my game room. So I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. So for that game to come out at the same time that Starfield comes out, I am torn between them both. This is so hard to decide. I'm gonna give it to Legend of Zelda: Breath of the not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, just because I spent over 100 hours in Breath of the Wild and I couldn't get enough of it. And Tears of the Kingdom is just more Breath of the Wild, which I'm excited for. Even though I'm so hyped for Starfield, I'm gonna go with Breath of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. Princess Zelda, which one do you got?
I have never been more hyped for a game ever as I am for Hogwarts. Ever. No question.
All right, split panel.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was cool.
Panel. I love it. All right, Dragonheart Yobi's not excited for any game next year. He's going to be backlogging it all year long. Titan says, I lost all hype for Starfield. Why? It's God Howard. Starfield is my number one game for next year. I'll get Hardworks on sale. That's right. I'll just hear about Hogwarts from Princess Zelda, and it's gonna be as if I played it.
She'll give us FOMO when she's talking about it, though. She'll be like, whoa, this is so great.
You sound just like me.
And I'll be like, did you somebody say Patron? Let's see. Dragonheart Yobi has changed his mind. He says Harry Potter game.
All right, so he's on board for that. Okay,
that's right. Neil deGrasse says Neil deGrasse Tyson space.
Space.
Dragonheart Yobi says No Man's Sky is amazing. Hard pass. No Man's Sky is boring as hell. I don't care what anybody says. That game sucks. I'm sorry, Dragonheart Yobi. I've given that game 8 hours of my life that I'm never getting back. That I wish I would have never given it. Perry Hodder. He's not a god, man. He's a human being with a great team that makes amazing games. You're dang right, and it takes a great leader to put together a team like he has. But yeah. All right. Split Difference says, I Titan Juggle. That's blasphemy. I agree, Split Difference. You tell him. You tell him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. Princess Zelda, how did the chat vote?
Oh, 77% went with Starfield, 11% went with Zelda, and 11% went with Hogwarts.
All right, so by far, Starfield takes that.
Wow.
And Eternal Shadai says, if it was a smart RPG, Titan Juggle would go bonkers on that. Yeah, of course he would.
Whoa. Oh, man.
You ever see that Dexter meme? Where like the girls are whispering into Dexter's ear, they're like, "Say it again, Dexter," and then he says like a word. I think it was molecule in the actual cartoon, and they were like, right. I bet you that's what Titan does with Princess Zelda. He's like, "Say it again, Princess Zelda." And she goes, "Smite." And he goes, "Oh my god."
Actually, the password is Odin, but you're close.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right. And that's going to do it for this intermission time. We're getting way off topic here, always picking on poor Princess Zelda.
Back to wrestlers.
Get back to some wrestling talk. All right.
All right. Can you guys hear the music still?
Yep.
All right.
It's delightful.
Let me see. I did not prepare for this one because I was so into this last conversation. Our backlog game of the year is next, guys. So backlog game of the year. All right. So this is a game that we just haven't gotten around to playing yet for some reason. But we finally got around to playing and finishing it this year so far. So, backlog game of the year, Princess Zelda. What is your backlog game of the year?
So I always, since the first day we did this podcast, I've been talking about King's Quest. And although this game was not a King's Quest game, nor was it by the same creators, it had remarkable similarities. So I'd been wanting to play Queen's Quest V, a complete copyright infringement, ever since I saw it, just because it looked, I just love that nostalgia, So I'm like, I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, I'm going to be exceedingly disappointed because they've literally stolen a lot from King's Quest. But I was remarkably surprised. I finally played this. I actually burned through it in a day. I finished it in a day. I loved it.
A day? Isn't there like a ton of reading in this game?
There wasn't a ton of reading. There's like just different puzzles that you have to solve. As always, it is literally King's Quest stolen, but it's fantastic.
Was it made by like the same developers or anything like that?
I think it was Sierra and like Roberta Williamson was the creator of the Williamsons, her and her husband, but they had nothing to do with this.
There you go. All right. Let's see. Mako Powered Gaming says, geez, now we know the safe word and way too much about Titan and Zelda. There you go. Excuse me. Let's see. Eternal Shadai says, really? Axel backlog? My goodness. That is why it's called a backlog, because it's so intensive. Yeah, and I intend to get to it sooner or later. Great choice. Doggy, King's Quest or Queen's Quest? Are you familiar with this?
I'm not familiar with Queen's Quest. I never heard of that. I've heard of King's Quest. I played like a the newest version of King's Quest, like a redo of it. Mag was talking about on one of the shows too. Like the one from it was like in the 360 era, King's Quest or whatever. So okay,
yeah,
the Queen's Quest never knew it existed. So yeah, I can't really. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Looks
all right.
Looks like a quest by a queen.
Okay, well, I have not
Great
played
choice,
this
Princess
game.
Zelda.
I have no intention to play this game, but I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Princess Zelda.
I loved it. It just brought me back to my childhood playing King's Quest, even though, again, not the same creators or developers.
It's all right, as long as it was a good game. Sometimes you just gotta rely on that spiritual successor. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, what do I Dragons TV? Lemon joins us. Hey, Lemon, thank you so much. Right now, we are talking about our backlog game of the year. This is a game that has been on your backlog for more than a year, I guess, or yeah, essentially more than a year, and you finally got around to beating it. Let us know what your backlog game of the year is, guys. Let's see. For me, my backlog game of the year are 2 games for me: Pillars of Eternity and Dishonored. Oh, Dishonored, so fantastic. Let's see. Eternal Sedai says we have a King's Quest, now a Queen's Quest. Next is up the Court Jester's Quest. There you go. Doggy, your backlog game of the year.
When I was looking through, I don't know. This has been a weird year. I guess I haven't really played much backlog games at all. I was like trying to look back through what I played. The only game that was even from last year that I decided that was, I guess you'd say, it's on my backlog, and it came out late last year, was Guardians of the Galaxy. And I know I mentioned this game a million times on here, but it deserves it. But anyway, I was Jago and Yobi and a few other guys from Retro Renegades. They were talking about this game, like, man, this game's great, because I got a bad rap, like, for no reason, just from the Marvel Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Even and I played that game too. I thought that game was all right too. But it's beside the point. But I didn't try this, and they're like, no, you got to try this game. You got to try this. And so I started playing it probably about, I think it was in February or whatever. And man, this game I just love the gameplay and the characters, the story. The story is just like a whole nother movie. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. I like the linearness to the story and the levels, but you can still kind of go off the beaten path and find the collectibles. It does that really well. I just repeat the same thing I said. Yeah, there's so many great qualities about this. Like I said, you play as Peter, you control the rest of the characters with controls and stuff. Just a great game. One of my favorite games of the year, and try it out. Try it out. If you have not, Axel, I do not believe you tried this out. You need to get on the ball.
I know. I need to get on it. Princess Zelda, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know I've also criticized this a lot. I was mad because I got far, and every time I tried to jump off of that balcony, my game would freeze. And I was so mad. And everyone's like, well, just save the game. Well, yeah, I guess. But now it's too late. Well, that being said, I did watch Trinity Warrior. She was playing it on her podcast, and it was fun to watch. And it is witty, like that little raccoon. He's quite funny. But I will not play it again. I'm just still mad at it.
Oh, I can understand.
Holy cow, she holds a grudge. Tyne, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy is on my official backlog to play. I got this last year for Christmas on our Secret Santa exchange.
Oh, nice.
So it is officially in my backlog. I do want to play it. I do want to experience it. Maybe it will make my backlog game of the year next year. You never know.
Well,
make sure you save as you go through.
Yeah, make manual saves. Do make the manual saves, because that happened to me too. Where
I'll just
it was
restart
early on, but yeah, I just restarted.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
It was
I'll be like Princess Zelda. I will hold a grudge forever. Nothing makes me more mad than losing progress. Like, it's so funny because even at work when I'm designing something and I forget to save, and suddenly like my computer for no reason crashes. It has like a system dump. And I just get so mad if I didn't save, and I have no choice but to start over again. because it's obviously work. But I'm like angry the whole time until I get back to where I was. Yeah, I don't like restarting at all. Let's see. Michael Powered says, does it have to be in the past year? Because the best game from my backlog was Covert Ops Nuclear Dawn. I've never heard of that game.
And no,
has anybody here heard of that game?
But no, that's a good choice. No, actually, the farther back on the farther years back on the backlog, the better. No, that was a good one. If that was from way back, yeah.
That's right.
I got some I need to play, but I just didn't get to them this year, man. Just wasn't such a busy. Man, I can't believe how fast this year went and how busy it was.
I can't believe we're talking about this topic already again.
Yeah,
right?
Man.
Yes.
Wild.
Give it a year. Another game I got a student paper on. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yep.
Another game I got a student paper on. I really need to give this a try. You and me both, Mako.
Oh, yeah, it's great, man. Like I said, it's just like, man, the writing in it was so great. It's great game. Everything about it's great. I just name it, it's great.
Doggy, you're giving me hyped over a game that is on my backlog. And right now, the next game on my list is Gotham Knights, because I got distracted by Vampire Survivors.
Same. Yeah, I played one day of Gotham Knights, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but then Doggy and vampires and work and
That's right. Yeah, it just happens. It just happens. Next thing you know, you're in the backlog.
Wow, and it's really good. It's not that it was bad. It was just like,
there you go. All right, and with all that being said, Doggy, guess what time it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is one last intermission time with the wonderful Princess Zelda.
Woo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we are trying to learn what game or content creator do you feel deserves an award at this upcoming Video Game Awards? Are you ready for your next question?
We are ready.
All right. What is the best content creator? Is it A, Dr. Doggy, B, DJ Diggity Dog, or C, Doggy Dog is Princess Zelda? And go.
All right, Doggy, who is the best content creator?
The princess Doggy was kind of a train wreck. I mean, he was okay, but he had a bad hair day, Dr. Doggy, man, he is great. And I'd hate not to pick Dr. Doggy, because next time he comes on this show, if I don't say it's Dr. Doggy, I don't know. But man, that DJ Diggity Dog, he had some rhymes, man. He knew how to
I could spit.
Bust out the raps, right? I'm saying, yo, MTV raps. If he was older, he would have been on that show. So that's a tough choice. Man, the repercussions are big. But I'm gonna have to go with DJ Diggity Dog and his masterful raps. Sorry, Dr. Doggy.
All right. My favorite one was Dr. Doggy, as he has been on the show many times, and I think it's because we have some banter going back and forth, and it's just fun talking to him. I enjoy having conversations with Dr. Doggy, and of course, I appreciate his expertise, especially zombie translations. I really like Dr. Doggy. I'm going to go with Dr. Doggy as the content creator of the year. Princess Zelda, who is your content creator of the year?
I think this is going to be the most difficult game, or most difficult question at the Game Awards. This one is tough. Dr. Doggy and I, we go way back. DJ Diggity Dog, he's hilarious. He always does unexpected spins. And then Doggy is Princess, those little subtle nuances and mannerisms. And I thought he nailed it. I thought his hair looked great. That being said, I have to say Doggy as Princess Zelda probably was my favorite, just because it was so clever and witty and impromptu. And I mean, it just had me rolling. Like, it's just fantastic. Nailed it.
Again, a split panel, everybody. Another split panel. Let's check in with the chat. Let's go ahead and end this poll here. But let's check in with the chat real quick. We were talking about Gotham Knights. Master Clown X3 says Gotham Knights is good. I'm betting on it. Tony Grasso says, I just picked up Gotham for $40. Not as nauseating as I thought it would be. Hey, that's great news.
Right. Yeah, it's $41 right now on the Xbox store. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about getting it too and adding it to the backlog.
Adding it to the backlog. Nice. Welcome to the backlog, my friend. All right. Yeah, let's move it along here. Princess Zelda, how did the chat vote? We never
57% feel that at the award ceremony, Doggy Dog is Princess Zelda's going to take it. 28% with Doctor and 14% with DJ Diggity Dog. Can't wait to find out on the 8th. All right.
I don't think Dr. Doggy's going to be too happy about being voted as Princess Doggy Zelda. Yeah, he's not going to be happy.
I'm sure we'll find out.
But he will probably appreciate Axel, giving him a vote. That might steer him in your favor, Axel. I'm not sure.
We'll see. Maybe we might hang out.
Yeah.
All right, Princess Zelda, we are ready.
Our final award for the evening. It's a big one. Game of the Year. Is it Elden Ring, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or God of War Ragnarok? And go.
All right. Doggy, which one of these is deserving of Game of the Year from the Killies? So I'm not laughing at you, Doggy. I'm laughing at Kilo Milo.
I got that. I mean, I haven't played any of them, of course. Like I said, I haven't played Elden Ring. No, Xenoblade's just on Switch, I believe. And Ragnarok, we'll get to play that eventually, but probably not by the end of this year. I'm still gonna say Elden Ring's gonna win it. Like, if we have to go, just who's gonna win Elden Ring?
Right,
Game's just been stout all year. It came out early in the year, and people are still loving it. People are still talking about it. It hadn't really lost much steam, so it hadn't got forgot about, just because it came out in February or whatever it was. It didn't got or whatever it was.
That's right. Let's see. Kilomilo says Doggy got snubbed. Dog got snubbed.
Yeah.
And Content Creator of the Year. There you go. Let's be honest. This is only really about between these three games. All the other games on that Game of the Year list just are fillers.
Right.
Ouch.
I said it. But at the end of the day, my Game of the Year is the game I spent 4 months of the year playing. The game that was so big. There's another game on the Game of the Year list on the Killies, and that's Horizon Forbidden West. Ain't nobody was talking about Horizon Forbidden West. Everybody was talking about Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring completely overshadowed Horizon Forbidden West. Nobody was streaming Forbidden West. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was making videos about it. Nothing.
Right.
Nada. Zero. Zilch. That's how big Elden Ring is. And it comes down to Xenoblade, which was also big, and God of War, which is huge right now. And as you know, I like some God of War. So, unfortunately, I have not played God of War Ragnarok yet, as I don't have a PS5 yet. But hopefully, Christmas is right around the corner. Hint, wink, wink, wink. But I gotta give it to Elden Ring, hands down. There's no way Elden Ring loses to God of War Ragnarok. I understand God of War Ragnarok I'm hearing nothing but fantastic things about it.
Oh, yeah.
But as I've always said, gameplay is king, and nobody gave me better gameplay than Elden Ring this year so far. So there you go. Here's Zelda.
I feel that I don't have enough content knowledge to give a really good answer, so I'm going to go with Hogwarts. It's going to take it this year and next year.
This year and next year.
Right, yeah.
First ever.
An early nomination for...
Yes,
yeah.
Based on the preview, yes.
Yes, that's right. If you don't know anything about the time necklace, you don't know what she's talking about. That's right. Let's check in. Splendiferous of Ragnarok. Tony Grasso says God of War's got my vote. The amount of dialogue killed Forbidden West. Yeah, I heard that problem too.
What about the Forbidden West?
That it had too much dialogue.
Oh. Yeah, I heard somebody was talking about on Retro too. They were like, "Oh, I liked Zero Dawn, but then I started playing Forbidden West, and it just blah, and it just got old after so long." So yeah, okay, maybe it.
All right. Well,
That's
there
too
you
bad.
go.
That's too bad because I imagine the game was pretty decent.
It's on my backlog.
Yeah.
It's on the list of what to get when I get my PS5. So it's definitely, I'm still interested.
Yep.
Even though it got completely overshadowed by my Game of the Year.
Oh, for sure. And you were right. You were right about that. That game just got trampled by.
Every game got trampled in that time frame.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember
did.
any other game in that time period other than Elden Ring. For
Now-
those 4 months, no other game existed in my world.
No.
How did the chat vote, Princess Zelda?
Oh, great question. 87% stuck with Elden Ring, 12% went with God of War, and nobody thinks Xenoblade is going to take it.
Nintendo gets no love, man. Nintendo gets no love.
Yeah, you got to put that stuff multi-plat. Come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Or is that a Nintendo? That's not a Nintendo game, right? That's somebody else, right? That's
No, it's Nintendo holds the no.
Oh, they're
Xenoblade is
publishing?
not- No, it's a Bandai Namco IP, I think.
right. I was gonna say, yeah. I thought Xenoblade used to be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on, Bandai Namco. You gotta put that stuff out on the real deals. Come on.
Yeah. So God of War has a ton of dialogue too. It actually needs a little more combat, but the combat that is there is top notch. Yeah, you know, I heard that it's more refined than the original God of War, which again, fantastic game. I love it. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, guys.
can't wait to play that, yeah.
I think that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much for watching our iconic award show, our little fun categories, and we'd
Yeah.
love to hear what you guys have to say about the Keeleys coming up. Don't forget to cast your vote. You can still vote. The gamer vote does count for 10% of the final vote, so you can't help it. You can help decide who's going to win what. And again, vote Elden Ring everything. So there you go, guys. With that being said, I'm Axle1324.
I'm Princess Zelda.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys and gals.